Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be jumping back into the doTERRA difference. So I'm going to share my screen with you again because I want to show y'all some cool videos again. So let's see. So today we're going to be talking all about scientists. So I'm going to show y'all our team of scientists that doTERRA has. And basically, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of why doTERRA is so different and what makes them so different and why I chose them to begin with. So I talked about yesterday, co-impact sourcing was one of the biggest ways. We're getting the purest oils, but we're also giving back to the earth in a huge way. We're not a monopoly. We pay fair and very good wages to people that normally wouldn't have had regular income. And in return, we help build wells there and hospitals, different things they need. But I really wanted to get into why, what doTERRA does after that. So obviously, when they are harvested, the growers, everything's organic. But now when they go through this distilling phase, a lot of times this is where companies can cut corners. And it's really important because when you're actually using these oils, as we're going to be telling you to use them, basically you want the purest oils. You don't want to have to worry about a reaction on your baby or worry about a reaction on yourself or something not working. I'll give you that instance of when I first started using doTERRA. I basically I immediately started using Melaleuca on some toenail fungus I had because I lost my toenail a few months earlier, and immediately within 2 days the dead spot on my toenail fell off the nail, and it started growing back. It didn't hurt at all. The nail was soft again. It was growing. It was thriving. I had been through 2 different podiatrists in town. I had been using some now or Aracacia oil from Whole Foods that was Melaleuca, but nothing would help. When I used the true Melaleuca tea tree that was an antibacterial, I saw immediate effects. And that's what you'll see with these oils. You'll have the same immediate effects that you would expect from over the counters, but they are pure and natural for you, so they're not going to hurt things like your liver or your organs or the toxicity in your body. So one of the things I like to talk about first is that doTERRA is certified pure therapeutic grade. And so basically you'll see on each of the bottles, I'm so happy this came up next, certified pure therapeutic grade is the marketing term that doTERRA has used to set themselves apart. But they also have had this term to legally stand them apart because it holds them legally to a higher standard. In the U.S., there is basically no laws for the distribution of essential oils. And so basically everything on the market is essentially crap. Even though it says 100% pure, they basically, the laws govern that you could just have 1% of that actual oil in there. You can fill it with whatever else you want for it to be 100% pure. So we can get into the nitty gritty of this, but you can pull up different gas chromatography reports and you can see the constituents of them. And that's when you get the bad irritations. Different people have told me before signing up, I can't be near lavender or frankincense because I have allergic reaction. That is 99.9992% of the time inaccurate because the oil that you're actually allergic to is the fillers that they put into the lavender that you've bought. So like we said yesterday, those are just for aromatic use. doTERRA wanted to really show the magnitude of what essential oils could do by providing beyond organic oils. And so that's why they came up with certified pure therapeutic grade to contain no added fillers, synthetic ingredients, or harmful contaminants. So they're more tested, and so they're most trusted. That's why university affiliations have joined with doTERRA. I'm going to show you a video in a few minutes about the different universities. But certified pure therapeutic grade quality protocol includes the following test: organoleptic testing, which is essentially testing using the human senses of sight, smell, taste, and touch. The second one is microbial testing, which involves analyzing a batch of essential oils for presence of biohazardous microorganisms such as fungi, bacteria, virus, and mold. The third type is gas chromatography. This is what's really going to show you quality control analysts can determine which compounds are present in a test sample. So this determines the composition of an essential oil. So gas chromatography is very expensive. If you go to different essential oil sites, a good indicator to show how they're being sneaky is if you look into how they're 100% pure, they'll tell you exactly how they test. Generally, they never include gas chromatography because the gas chromatography and mass spectroscopy cost millions of dollars to have one of those on site. So they generally cannot afford those, and so they don't test that way. And so that's how they can say they're pure, because they're giving the most basic tests like a sight, smell, and touch test. The fourth way, of course, is mass spectrometry, which is with the gas chromatography. The fifth way is Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, which is to ensure the potency and consistency quality of a batch of essential oil. The next one is chirality testing. This is, that word is derived from the Greek word hand. It is a term used to describe the 3D orientation of a molecule. So it will determine the molecule's consistency. Isotopic analysis is matter is made up of tiny chemical building blocks called elements. Anyways, this is all to show you that basically they do many layers of testing, 8 layers of testing. And so if you go to any other essential oil site and you want to see how much pure they are compared to doTERRA, for one, they're not going to be as pure. doTERRA is number 1, but you can see then what kind of tests they do to compare. So I'm going to show you a quick video. Vanderbilt partners with doTERRA since around 2011. And this is an old video that they showed that they actually did their first test on how essential oils worked in the ED.
You're watching Fox 17 News at 9.
Well, it's one of the most stressful jobs on the planet. But tonight, the doctors and nurses in Vanderbilt's emergency room are feeling calmer. As Fox 17's John Dunn reports, they're improving the mood and the smell at the same time.
There's no denying hospitals have a certain odor.
It makes you feel bad. It makes you feel sad. It brings back bad memories.
Kind of got a death smell to it, I guess. I'd say a funeral home.
But inside Vanderbilt's emergency room,
people say it smells like dreamsicles. I've heard margarita.
The hospital smell has disappeared.
This diffuser is right now diffusing lime.
Scattered around are several essential oil diffusers, dispensing a therapeutic scent throughout the ER.
It's very pleasant, fresh, clean.
The ER's wellness committee decided to test the oils to not only improve the smell, but also the workplace.
We wanted oils that would help decrease stress and increase energy.
The results are dramatic. According to their survey of more than 100 ER staff members, before the oils, 41% of them said they were stressed out at work. After the oils, only 3% were stressed. Prior to aromatherapy, 60% of ER staff members were frustrated at work. After a little oil, 6% felt frustrated.
The results were phenomenal, just the before and after.
At first, there were plenty of skeptics, not believing a drop here and a drop there could really make a difference.
Some people, I included, at first thought it was like voodoo medicine, like it's never going to work.
Now, nurses like Anna Malajic are using them at home.
And it really is amazing.
Vanderbilt's ER may be the only one in the country diffusing essential oils. And supporters say if it's working for staff, it could also help patients.
So that gives you a little demonstration of how they've partnered with Vanderbilt. This is one of these studies that they actually did with Vanderbilt. That they were just talking about, but this is exactly what we did this morning when we used our essential oils aromatically. We put them in our hands with the wild orange and peppermint, and so you can see before the use of essential oils, 41%, after 3%. And so, like I said, I don't want to waste all your time, so I don't want to stay too long on that, but essential oils do work. And from there, the beautiful thing about doTERRA is that they have since grown, sorry, I wish I could switch this back to my face, since grown to do more studies with On Guard and how On Guard essential oil actually keeps bacteria from growing on a substance, and so it actually prevents bacteria from growing, but then even 24 hours later when bacteria lands on the substance, it goes away. We'll get into more in On Guard in our 101 class that we'll do on Sunday. But that is how essential oils with doTERRA are so extremely different. They're actually doing also a study with Johns Hopkins Hospital, many different hospital studies out there. You can go to pubmed.gov, which I'll post below. There's some great articles about frankincense and On Guard with doTERRA, and then aromaticscience.com, just to keep showing you the doTERRA difference. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'm also doing another giveaway. I'll pull out a random oil when I get home, but if you comment with one of the ways doTERRA is different as far as their distilling or testing or something interesting you learned, I'll pick one random winner to win. Have a great day.